pull up in this car. He just want a girl, cover her in pearls. Spanish checking her, just an upper world. I ain't leaving, daddy, I'm gonna never fall. Get the bag, so I'll marry you. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You already know who it is. Me bitching, as you guys could by the title. Today's video is about to be what is the reason that I started music. I know a lot of y'all been asking, and how long have I been doing music, so I'm about to answer it in this video for you guys. So how long have I been doing music professionally? I did it in 2018 to 2019 professionally, and I just started back music last year, so this year professionally again. But unprofessionally, I started like just beating tables and doing songs back in school, like in 2014 when I was 15. I started writing songs and stuff. But then in 2017 is when I actually started doing karaoke in bars and stuff. That's when I was like 18. So it was like real good timing. And I didn't really think that I could sing, and I wasn't confident in my singing voice. But I knew that I wanted to do music. So let me tell you where it all began. So back in 2014 or 2013, I was really young, right? I used to feel super depressed and super lonely and super alone. Like I feel like nobody didn't care about me. Like nobody. I just felt like this whole world full with so much people, and I just like alone. Nobody really care about me. Nobody don't care about my life. So I started listening to Nicki Minaj, like straight Nicki, only Nicki, like Nicki. So I started off by writing raps and singing. So I always had that kind of trait where I will do like singing a little piece and then I would rap a little piece. And I realized like as I grew older, the singing voice was really impeccable. Yeah, I'm gonna gas myself. But yeah, I started listening to Nicki Minaj, and I started to do pen to paper. Like I started starting to jot like poem things, and I was like, singing good, whatever the case may be back then. And I started to like evolve slowly after time. I'd stopped music probably in 2015, like when I started to live with my dad. I ain't really been doing music. I was focused CXC, and I was so stressed during CXC time, right? And I was starting to get angry at it in a kind of way. Until I started university in 2016. Yeah, when I had now finished school, I had started it. And when I started music now, I started to do karaoke at a bar, a local bar that close to me. And I started to do karaoke real often. I could go every Tuesday and whatever the case may be. And a lot of people came to start to see me. Like, they was like, your voice is really good. Like, I didn't really used to take them serious, but I know I used to come home, try to learn some songs for the next Thursday so I could be even better and even like having more growth on my vocals. Tried singing songs that I never know how to sing. Like, I tried singing Adele and stuff, and then I really started to push my vocals. And then one day, it was like the radio station actually had a competition. And I ended up reaching in the finals for the competition. And when I came to it, and when I came back to the area that I live, somebody was like, I have a producer for you to meet. So I'm like, ooh, oh my gosh, you know, this is about to be a real vibe. Like, ooh, I'm meeting a producer. But I tell you, from that competition, my voice was completely going. Like, I was, and it was like, when I was like, couldn't like talk and sing properly, like my voice was really going. So when the producer met me, he was like, I could sing a little something. And I'd meet a lot of them. So it was like Touchy, Isaac King, Digital, Request Music, Encore. All of them used to be together. So they asked me to sing, and I was like, never mind, I'll fight someone like you. But my voice was gone when I tell you. They was like, oh, you have a voice. Like, what do you have? I was like, my voice gone. I know it's telling me I have a voice. Well then, like I try not to toot my own horn here, but I was like feeling like I really have some talent. So then I went to with Request, and I recorded my first track, which was X and Y. But I used to do a lot of songs, but not really serious to really put it out there. And then a day Request was like, somebody wanna manage you. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Let me see the person, let me feel out the vibes. And then this person coming to me and telling me about it, have a label wanna sign you, and you could reach real places. You could getting singer one. So I'm like, okay. And I jump into the first opportunity, which I want to advise you all never to do. It was not a bad opportunity that I jumped into, but I tell you it was. I just jumped because all my family, like when I tell you, let me give you a little small rundown. Like my family didn't believe in my music. Like at all. Nobody. There's like music I get nowhere. Especially, I don't even want to put people on blast like this, but when I was going to university, my dad was like, you need to choose between music and school. And the reason he said that is because for like an exam, I actually was in his studio while the exam was going on. So yeah, that's real bad. But he said you had need to choose music or school. And like this man, he made the decision for me because might I really give up music. It was harder, but I would have do it. But I see he didn't pay for my schooling the next time. So I was like, okay, now I have time to fully focus on my music. So when this label came, I jumped into the opportunity because nobody didn't really believe in me. Even my mommy was like, you should get a government job. Music not really gonna pay. And I jumped in the opportunity. And when I did, it was really like a great learning experience. I really learned a lot. Like, even though I didn't want to stay with the label because I started to feel choked up. I didn't know the music industry used to have you like on like chains. I felt like I was on chains. I feel like I could have like commit suicide. Is that I'm not really suicidal, but at that point in my life, I feel like I was so trapped. It's like, if you don't know what you're getting yourself involved in, you shouldn't. Like, read old contracts and stuff. The label was never bad to me. The label was actually a vibe. But I didn't know it was all that coming with music, you understand? And as a teen, like, I was now turning 19. And I just take the first opportunity. So it's not like I think about all the things that could happen. It's just, I was thinking that music is music, you know, music is something that you love. So if you love it, it will push you hard. And me being in that label, I started hate music, dog. Hate it. Like, I tell you, you know, when something is a safe place, like music was my safe place, and every time I start your quote to that, imagine now, a safe place is the thing that bringing the pain. Where else is supposed to run to? So I started to feel like nothing in this world going for me, like music is trash. But then after, eventually, I didn't want to be the label no more. It took a while for me to come out, and I stayed away from music for a long while too. I was so stifled. I feel like I just didn't know how to start back, how to approach music again. So it was terrifying to me. It was real terrifying. It was heartbreaking too because I didn't even know how to approach music. Like, I didn't even know how to go and sing again. It's like I didn't even know how to do this again. I didn't even write music for a very long time. I was so like, and I was frustrated that I wasn't even writing music. I was like, I don't even know how to start. Until last year, late last year, I ended up going back into a studio and my passion started to like come back. And then this year, my passion came back fully. And something had happened too. For the months of January, February, and early March, I didn't have no voice. That was the worst experience in my life. I didn't know my voice could go for so long. I didn't even know how to sing. Y'all, when I tell you my voice was legit going, like, I feel like somebody took my voice from me. Like, watch The Little Mermaid. When they take your voice, I was like somebody doing some shit on me and take my voice over. I was like, it's God punishing me. But then my voice came back and I'm super happy and super real. Like, I'm just super happy.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
Amen.
But yeah, that's how I started music. I really started music out of pain and feeling lonely. I remember you all, a little side note. My auntie, she burned my first songbook, telling me that it was the devil. My first songbook that I ever wrote songs in. She said that it was the devil, music, and she burned my first songbook. And that made me even want to do it more harder. Like, why is this happening? You understand? You see the red hearts, yo? That's to tell you how much heartbrokenness I am right now. Heartbrokenness, that's a word? How heartbroken I was. So, guys, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And I want to tell you all, if you all want to be a musician, you all keep pushing. Opportunities will come. The label that I was in, they was really, truly amazing. I really, really enjoyed the experience. I just went in with no knowledge about the music industry. So I felt like it was stifling, man. But when in reality, that's just the music industry itself. So I believe that all you should really research a lot about music. Knowing certain stuff that you'll have to change to do music and all these type of stuff. Just know that it's the process of music. One other thing I want to tell you all, a lot of people be thinking that people just be wanting to sign them for the money. But what money though? Right now you probably even have no money, probably broke. And imagine you getting 30% of something or 100% of nothing. You'll be watching people who willing to invest in you all as them trying to get money from you. But what money do you have? Them investing their money, taking a chance in you. It's like this. Somebody explained this to me, right? 30% they say they're giving you, and you've seen 70% for them. But when in reality, 30% that they're giving you, and 40% is the amount they actually invested in you, and 30% them gaining. So in reality, two are again 30% and a 40% is just going for what them invested in you in the first place. So I want all the singers and the people that are willing to go into this industry to learn something. I wanted to take that into consideration. Somebody that willing to invest in you all really, it's like some people out there sneaky and really just for the money and want to make money off of you, right? Not making you a star or pushing you. I'm just interested in the money. But it's like some people really out there that willing to invest in you, and they know that everybody could eat bread. So I feel like all should think about that. Anyways, guys, I hope that you all like this video, and I hope that you all like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell notification so you all can see me every time I post a video. I know that you all really wanted this video, so I made it for you all. Love you all, and make sure you follow my social media, Naily Official, and all social media platforms. Love you all. Bye.